Hey, Tony, what's up, man? God damn it, Carl, what the fuck do you want? Hey, man, I'm just happy to see you. Wish you good luck down there. Alright. Aren't you supposed to be, like, carrying a rifle or something? Nope. I got a pistol, and I brought fucking beer.
What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Pat the Ogre out here again with another Call of Duty Modern Warfare Warzone video. A couple of tips and tricks that I wanted to throw out there for you guys after my first week of playing the game. As you can see, this map is massive. It's like PUBG. Gives you the starting circle right off the bat. Don't treat this drop like Blackout, Apex Legends. It's not possible. You can't drop out of the bird and right away and wingsuit halfway across the map, 3/4 of the way across the map. It's just not going to work. You need to pay attention to your speedometer, altimeter that's on the right hand side of the screen. The thing that the arrow is pointing at. Pay attention to this. If you're going 400, 700 meters away from the aircraft, you can pretty much push your left stick forward, dive down at an angle, get to terminal velocity, get on the ground, start looting. If you pull your chute early like I do, you can press your L1 button and pan your camera around and see if there's anybody behind you trying to break your armor and get their little highlight clip of killing you in the air. If some asshole starts doing that shit to you, you got two options. You can cut your parachute and dive for the ground, or you can pull back on your left stick with your chute deployed, apply an air brake, and that son of a bitch behind you is going to go in front of you, and now it's your turn to go after him. When you get on the ground, don't be afraid to overmark things that are on the ground. Do what I do. Double tap up on your directional pad to put that red diamond overlay signifying hostile contact in the area. Knowing how to ping things properly is going to make communicating with your teammates much easier. Don't single tap everything. If you see an enemy, double tap it. Because if you see somebody and you put a single tap, it's going to put your color coordinator designation on the mark or on the map, and your teammates might think that you want them to come there with you. They're going to come running around the corner, have no idea what the hell's going on, and get shot by an enemy who might have sights on you. So know how to properly mark things. When you
on your feet, we got to go.
One of the things that a lot of people don't understand is the audible cues that are in this game for revives.
On your feet, we got to go.
You're reviving somebody, you're going to hear an audible cue. Your enemies are going to hear an audible cue. If they're reviving somebody, you're going to hear that audible bing when they get revived. If you hear that in the middle of a firefight, throw a lethal, pay attention to what's going on, know your audible cues. Another thing here is the fastest way to get money in this game is contracts. Complete these contracts. There's 3 different kinds. They look like the home plate gray icons on the map. The 3 different kinds are scavenger, recon, and bounty contracts. Recon contracts look like the little flag inside home plate. Scavengers are the little magnifying glass, and elimination bounties are the crosshairs. I prefer to do the recon and scavenger bounties early in the game. Easy money, easy loot, and the elimination contracts, when people get those placed on them, they tend to turtle up, especially as you get closer. Their threat meter is going to go up to 2 bars and 3 bars, and when they tend to see that happening, they tend to turtle up real fast and either get inside of a building and gain high ground and just watch all the doors and windows and wait for you to come to them. And now it's a pain in the ass, and now it's a firefight. Save those elimination contracts for later on in the game when the circle's closing, and use it for map information. Either decide if you want to go kill those fools or not, based on their relative positioning in the map, or leave them alone because they're on the fast side of the circle and you want to transfer over to the slow side. Just save them. The recon contracts are great because you get a circle peek. If you've played Apex Legends, it's kind of like Pathfinder's ability. You're going to fill up the bar like a capture point in domination, and it's going to give you a gold circular overlay on the map inside of the white circle already, which is telling you where the next collapse is going to go. Unlike Apex, you can do this over and over again. They stack, so you can get a pretty good idea of where final circle is going to start if you've done enough of them, and position yourself accordingly. The scavenger contracts spawn 3 boxes. The boxes contain some loot. But the nice thing about a scavenger contract is after you complete the 3rd one, you get 2 gas masks for your team. Gas masks can be purchased for $3,000, but getting 2 of them for free within the first couple of minutes of the game. It's pretty nice. They'll give you an extra 10 seconds in the gas. And once they break, you can buy another one, like I said, for 3,000. But having one early, in case you're trying to get more ammo, more loot, or you take a bad gunfight and that gas pushes you super early, you don't want to get wiped out to gas in the first collapse. This shit will kill you in 10 seconds without a gas mask, regardless of which collapse it is. It's not like Blackout. It's not like Apex, where the zone gets stronger as the game moves on. It is a 10-second kill without a gas mask from the first second the game starts to the game ends. So stay the hell out of the gas as much as possible. Something else that I've learned when it comes to bounties in this game is the bounties stack, plus 40% bonus after you complete your first contract, plus 80% bonus after you complete the second one, and so on and so forth. If you have 2 dead teammates and you're the only person left alive and you don't have enough money to respawn them, start a contract. Recon or scavenger are your best bets. And if you start a scavenger contract and you open up that first chest and $500 pops out and you've already got 4,000, well, now you've got your 4,500 bucks and you can respawn one of your teammates. The little trick with this is, if your second box or third box is close to a buy station, go ahead and respawn your teammate before you complete this contract. Let's say the contract's worth $2,000 per player and you've got an 80% bonus. That means you're getting 3,600 bucks per player who completes the contract. So if you respawn your teammate and you wait until you see his marker on the map and he's flying down, and then you hit that last box, you get 3,600 bucks, he gets 3,600 bucks. Collectively, you got 7,200. Combined money, buy your third teammate back. Knowing how to manipulate the way the money works in this game and how it is awarded is a big thing. If you decide to do a recon contract, be warned. There is a yellow flare that shoots up into the air when you step on the capture point, letting nearby enemies know that you're in there stationary for the next 15 seconds while you capture that point. So if you're doing that by yourself, keep your head on a swivel. Don't ever assume you're safe. And get that money to respawn your teammates or get those loadout drops or whatever. Get money fast by completing contracts. Speaking of your custom loadouts, it's a really good idea to go into your build and have a loadout entitled AR, SMG, Sniper, whatever the hell it is, and then put with ammo at the back of that. Duplicate one of the loadouts you're going to use the most and put it in that slot. And take an attachment off of your weapon or change the weapon perk from sleight of hand to fully loaded. Having fully loaded on a weapon class on both of your weapons is fantastic for when you come back from the gulag or your teammates respawn you and you have a weapon drop close by. Fully loaded gives on both of your weapons means that both of your weapons come out with full ammo. Fully loaded. Full ammo. And your teammates don't need to drop you ammo. You don't have to go trying to scavenge for ammo late in game when a lot of things have been looted, and you're trying to get into a position to win the game instead of continuously looking for shit to find. So put fully loaded on a weapons class. Trust me, you'll appreciate it towards the end of the game. Nothing sucks more than coming back from the gulag after a hard fight, landing on a weapons drop, and picking the wrong class and having no goddamn bullets, and then instantly getting into a firefight, and now the game's over. So fully loaded, use it. Buy stations, UAVs, fantastic. Armor plates, great. Self revives, primo. Buy a self revive. Trick with a self revive: if you get shot and you get put down, you can start the self revive, and one of your teammates can finish it for you, and you get to keep the self revive. The bar fills up, and let's say you're at 85-90%, you can stop holding triangle. Your teammate can who's standing right next to you can start pressing square. Bar fills up from where you left off, and you get to keep your self revive. It's an easy way to save yourself 4,500 bucks so you don't got to go buy another one. So use that trick to maintain control of your self revive if you don't need to finish it off yourself, so you can get back in the fight and smoke the other team that put you down. And I want to end this video on a pretty shitty gameplay on my part. The tip here is map awareness, I guess. But knowing where you are in relation to the gas at all times, because if you get caught in that gas, no matter what action you're trying to complete, shoot your weapon, or in my case, pull your parachute, you cannot do both. The game will prioritize putting on your gas mask. So knowing where you are in relation to the gas, especially towards the end of the game, is very, very important. If you're on the outside of zone and you're pushing in and you get into a firefight and you're ADSing on an enemy and that gas line hits you, when you're no longer ADSing, your weapon goes off to the side, you're hip firing as you pull your gas mask down. And now you need to re-trigger your button to ADS back onto that target. This is important because that enemy who's further into zone on the safe side than you are has been ADSing this whole time. Odds are you're fucked and you're dead. Pay attention to where that red line is and where you are. Look at your mini map. Know where to go, and don't fuck up like I did here, where if I'd have jumped a little bit to the left, I'd have been totally fine. If I had jumped literally a split second sooner, I would have been fine. I went down to the ground here to try to get some extra ammo. I was black on my AR, and I wasn't paying attention to where I was, and I didn't pull my parachute, broke my legs, and yeah, a pretty embarrassing way to end the video. We probably would have had great positioning had I stayed up top. We might have won the game, but I was out of C4. I was almost out of bullets. My teammate didn't have any AR either, so ammo situation was scarce. I made what I thought was a judgment call, but yeah, keep yourself out of that red line, because the game's going to prioritize putting your mask on over everything else. So, alright guys, I really appreciate you stopping by and watching this video. I've got some more stuff coming out pretty soon for you. A couple of gulag trips, a couple of gulag tips, and I'm going to do a loadout / settings tip for you. So those are going to be coming out here in the next day or two. Stay posted. If you want to see more content, go ahead, smash that subscribe button, hit the like. And I appreciate y'all stopping by. Peace out.